There's an ongoing issue about Mahalakshmi Racecourse in Mumbai, where the BMC and state government is trying to take away a parcel of land from the 210 acres of racecourse and develop it. Who better to talk about it than the ex-chairman of RWITC, Vivek Jain, who joins us here. So the first issue is, what is racecourse? That what we understand as a common man is the horse riding or horse races take place there. So is there any other importance of that green land patch? And if government is trying to develop it, what's bad in it?
I think the racecourse is loved more by the citizens of Mumbai than those who go racing. Racing has a small audience compared to the other sports, but horse owners, trainers just love the space because that's where horse racing is a recreation sport and must be continued. On the other hand, the citizens of Mumbai use that space for multiple activities. I myself use it every morning for walking. The children and others ride there. There are walkers, joggers. This Sunday is the marathon. You'll have marathon training there. There's yoga, there's wellness, there's aeromodelling. There's people playing football and cricket. So it's a genuinely multi-use green lung in the heart of South Bombay. And therefore, I think is the opposition of the dissidents is coming from the lack of trust, as we don't want this space disturbed. That's the heart of the issue.
So, any evening, if you go to racecourse, you'll find people dog walking, people taking walks, and also we have been told that there is an amateur riders club. So that has been there for years, and they are also trying to find a space in the development plan of the BMC. So what is this amateur riders club? Who is very vehemently opposing this development plan?
Amateur Riders Club has been there for over 60 years. That's where not only the children, they start learning when they're children, but many adults ride there, they learn horse riding. Horse riding goes beyond the new sport of equestrian. Equestrian means dressage, jumping. You may have read at the recent Asian Games, India won a gold medal in equestrian sport, and it is an Olympic sport. And this year, I think some of these riders will take part in the Paris Olympics. It's a very natural opposition from the Amateur Riders Club to feel that they are being displaced. And there is no reason to displace a club and riders which have been using it for decades, not 10 years. So even though officially they may not have a lease with the Bombay Municipal Corporation, they have been using it as a matter of right. So we can still hope that the agreement is still not signed, that a space will and shall be found for the amateur club.
So what we are talking about here is that a place which has a green cover and it provides for a lot of activities and it is open for citizens. But at the same time, why we are on this issue is because the lease of RWITC, who maintains the entire racecourse area, has expired. And the BMC now, with the minutes which have come to light in the public, the RWITC members with Municipal Commissioner Iqbal Singh Chahal met the Chief Minister at his house, and it says that the lease, if this development plan is allowed, the lease will be extended for 30 years. So when it goes for voting this issue on 30th January, it seems that the members are naturally divided. They are saying they may feel that if anyway these things have already gone to the court, if we give our assent, at least we get a 30 years of lease renewal.
So as I mentioned at the open house, you may not have been there, there is a clear crossfire between the citizens of Mumbai and the RWITC. The Turf Club naturally and correctly wants its lease renewed and renewed on favorable terms. What I'm not able to fully appreciate, why couldn't the MCGM and the state tell the club to do exactly what they want us to do? They could have told RWITC, please keep the center green, landscape it, make water fountains, make a walking track, a better walking track, make a cycling path, look after the birds and flowers. I'm sure the club could do it on its own or invite corporates to do it for us. The problem is the MCGM and the state is kind of forcing the club to do it. And they have guaranteed, and the respected municipal commissioner confirmed, that they will even sign an affidavit that there will be no construction. So if the government doesn't want to construct, he also made the that we may not do the Bombay Eye. then why can't the club just keep the open space as it is? We are doing exactly that. So that will take away the entire opposition of the city of Mumbai. And a club which has run horse racing so successfully for 100 years is the best equipped to do this.
Correct. So it seems that this issue will go on. What we are talking about is that Mr. Chahal was saying that at the center, where the race course we can see at the center is where they are planning a green, what you can say, garden or theme park kind of structure, which to the members say that it already exists. It's a green structure, and you are saying that it can be done if they ask us to do it.
Right.
The other way around.
Yes.
But at the same time, there are talks about some hutments which are on that plot, and they are being said that these people will be given a SRA rehabilitation.
Right.
And then the concerns of and also the politicians speaking about it, that some private builder interests being involved, and it may happen that Mumbai may end up losing a good portion of the green land to private players.
No, I don't. I would not like to comment on the builders, but I think we have to believe the committee. They are all respected gentlemen who run it. We have to believe the municipal commissioner who very categorically denied the role of any builders. And what would a builder do if there's going to be no construction? The SRA, he also confirmed yesterday that the rehabilitated slums will be on a property outside the 220 odd acres of the racecourse. So in removing the slum dwellers is a big asset for the club. They have been encroaching, which we haven't been able to do much. So if the government puts it in the understanding that we are removing the slum, so that's great for the club. And they're not going to be rehabilitated within the racecourse. So that's a win-win for the club if that happens.
Correct. So what we can see is that the RWITC has a difficult choice to make. Yes. On one hand, there are citizens who are saying that this green cover should let be and there's no wrong demand in it. On the other hand, the lease has expired. The government is offering to renew the lease. They have said that Chief Minister will be appointing some 30 members and 3 members per year. Municipal Commissioner will be getting a membership. So there has to be a balance which has to be struck. And also the RWITC would want that the current races and events which are happening even after the release expired should not be stopped. So that's a difficult balance RWITC has to maintain.
You're right, and that's what I concluded at the open house by saying it has to be a win-win for both sides. We all love our horse racing. We love to go there. It's a sport we have enjoyed for decades. So the government is saying, you please continue to run the sport, but allow us to do this. If we can marry the two in a manner that the horse racing will continue as confirmed by the municipal commissioner, it's only the part of the green, if they were to make this concession, which I don't know how deep, because I'm not on the committee, so I'm not privy to what discussions have already been had by the managing committee and the chief minister or the municipal commissioner. What they want us to do, to a large extent, we're already doing. But what is the development plan, why they want to do this and take away our stables? That the heart of horse racing are our horses, and the horses are standing in heritage stables. There's nothing wrong with them. There's no reason to demolish them. And at the expense of the government of Maharashtra or the state, if that same money can be used to uplift the center, to make it greener, to landscape it, you don't need to spend 100 crores on removing the stables. We are the user industry. The user industry is not objected to the stables. If we were really in fear of the stables breaking down or they're not good, they need to be modernized, it was a very good proposal. But we don't find that. The horses are worth crores of rupees and we don't find anything wrong with the stables. So why is the intent so strong? If the government is willing to earmark 100 crores to do that, instead do it to make whatever they want to do in the center.
Correct. So we continue from where Vivek Jain has left, which is there's an interesting debate which is starting, is that the government, if it wants to create a utility for the citizens of Mumbai, the RWITC is saying that it already exists. Horse racing as an event takes place there. There is amateur riders club which motivates a lot of sports. People can walk there freely. There's dog walking and other activities which take place. There's a helipad. What the government is asking for as of now is a major chunk of land out of 210. They have asked for 110 acres of land as of now. So there are some citizens who have already gone to and petitioned in the court, and there are a lot of debates and discussion being done as to what is the interest of government in so much pursuing this development for Mahalakshmi Racecourse. With camera person Vaibhav Kangutkar, Mustafa Sheikh for India Today.